Melt into your moment.
Why me? I had opportunities my mama didn't.
And I wasn't gonna waste them.
Balancing life, work, and school was tough, but I'm tougher.
Level up with a nursing degree from Kcal University. What can't you do?
This is CBS LA Mornings.
Good morning to you. It is Friday, March 20th. Thanks for joining us on CBS LA Mornings at 5 a.m. I'm Chris Holmshop.
And I'm Christine Lazar in for Kalina Strinos. And here are some of your top stories. Nearly 3 weeks into the war with Iran and still no end in sight. We have an update on the conflict and just how much it has energy costs skyrocketing.
Also, the legacy of Cesar Chavez torn down after bombshell allegations. And now we're hearing the first interview with Dolores Huerta since she revealed her personal pain.
And winter is wrapping up on a hot streak after days of heavy heat across SoCal. We are finally in store for some relief. Thank goodness.
It's crazy to think it's winter still.
Well, we were talking about this. I went for a run yesterday, which was pretty foolish when I think about it.
Marina.
And I was sweating so much when I got home, Marina. Marina, relief sounds great. And some breaking news in Reseda. Pursuit ended in a trail of destruction.
And CBS LA reporter Amanda Sorrentino, she's live at the scene at Sherman Way and Wilbur Avenue. And Amanda, you just heard from a witness there. What did they have to say?
Yeah, and actually she just joined me, Camila. Yeah. So you saw all of this happen. It was a pretty crazy scene. What did you see?
Well, I just saw the person who, I believe, caused this crash, like try to run from the police. I believe it was like a police chase because they were already behind him. Like, and we heard like the big bang.
Well, it's probably a few big bangs. I'm about to show them the whole scene, but I mean, did this just completely startle you this morning?
Yeah, it did. Like, I woke up and since we parked our car over there, we like thought about our car and like, yeah, she got pretty damaged. So
yeah, which one's your car?
The Ford, the white one. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to actually hear from you from some sound you gave us earlier in just a second. Let me set the stage for you guys of what happened here. All right, you're looking at the aftermath of all of this, but Victor, if you can scoot back a little bit, I want to show everyone what exactly happened this morning. So we know this started as a CHP pursuit on the freeway. CHP telling us off camera that this car was driving so recklessly and he was wanted for speeding and weaving. So CHP following this Dodge Hellcat, they were coming down this way on Wilbur, speeding down this intersection. At this point, CHP actually just let them go because that Hellcat was driving so fast. They actually lost that driver. So as the Dodge was driving through this intersection, it hit a Subaru that was driving through Sherman Way across Wilbur, and it was in this intersection. It flew down this way, and that's that car right there that actually turned around, and you can see all the damage done to the front bumper. That car probably a loss at this point. But then the Hellcat kept going, hit that car, that white car behind it that was parked on the side of the road, and then that car actually pushed back onto another car, and that's when the Dodge Hellcat actually stopped in the middle of the road here on Wilbur. So a huge mess in this area. A lot of people impacted, obviously. You just heard from Camila live, who heard all of these bangs. Obviously very frightening. We can see there's multiple apartments right here in this area. LAPD has now taken over this investigation. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
I heard a woman yelling. I heard a bunch of yells. That's what I heard. And then I heard like an explosion type of noise. And when I came out, like, you know, like we saw our car and there was this one person trying to run away from the police.
Okay, so we know that person has now been taken into custody. Also, the person that was driving that Subaru that completely flipped around was taken to the hospital with injuries. We do not know the condition of the person. We know one person was in that car, and also they believe only one person was in that Dodge that CHP was originally in pursuit of. So a lot more details to get here. Thankfully, for the time of day this happened, there wasn't a lot of people on the roads, or else obviously this could have been a much worse situation. We also don't know if any alcohol or drugs were involved in this either, but a lot of questions to be answered, and a lot of people that are going to be waking up to a big surprise this morning too. A still big mess here, so if you have a morning commute through the Reseda area, just know this part of Sherman Way near Wilbur will be shut off for the time being. Back to you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage out there too. Wow. Okay, Amanda, thank you for that update. One of the women at the center of the sexual abuse allegations against the late labor leader, Cesar Chavez, is speaking publicly for the first time.
Yeah, Dolores Huerta was Chavez's longtime associate with the Farm Workers Union. She says Chavez raped her twice and got her pregnant both times.
I'm very fortunate that I did not get very big when I had my pregnancies. I was pretty much able to hide them. They were raised, by family members. And the one thing I do feel good about today, I have strong relationships with all of my children.
And she explained why, despite the pain and suffering, she stayed silent for so long.
I didn't want to disclose this to anybody because I just didn't want to hurt the work that we were doing for farm workers. It's still very hard to process, I think, not only for myself, but for everybody that knew and respected Cesar, to know that he had that dark side of him.
Huerta is now 96 years old. She admitted the assaults after a bombshell story in the New York Times. The abuse allegations against Cesar Chavez have pushed local leaders to reconsider how he's being honored in our community.
And CBS LA's Tina Patel joins us live from downtown LA with more on their efforts to rename streets and also holidays as well. Tina.
Yeah, good morning. We are along Cesar Chavez Avenue this morning, and people who live and work here say they are conflicted about whether his name should still be so prominently displayed through the city and county, and if not, how the movement that he led should be honored. Cesar Chavez Avenue runs a little more than 6 miles from Chinatown through East LA into Monterey Park. The road was named in the labor leader's honor following his death in the 1990s. Both city and county leaders approved the change at the time, but now some elected officials say they intend to introduce motions to reconsider the name, not just on streets, but also parks and memorials, and they want the community to have input on that. Many residents tell us it's a complicated situation. They don't want to erase the importance of the farm workers movement and Chavez's contributions to that, but they also acknowledge the seriousness of the rape and sexual abuse allegations against him.
I don't think it's a person who should be praised. Maybe the name is always going to be familiar, but definitely not praised.
When I turned the news, my first reaction was complete sadness.
Now, yesterday, LA Mayor Karen Bass signed a proclamation renaming the city's Cesar Chavez holiday to LA on the last Monday. March, so it had been set for March 30th. And as we come back here live, Bass said yesterday that she had talked to Chavez's family and they supported her decision to rename the holiday. Again, as for the streets and other things that are named in Chavez, that sounds like there's going to be a lot more conversations about that as we move forward. We'll send it back to you.
Tina, thank you. And stay with CBS LA as Southern California reconsiders the legacy of Cesar Chavez. We'll bring you the latest developments as they happen.
For the first time, the war with Iran is escalating into attacks on fuel facilities from both sides. And CBS LA's Jared Hill reports the fighting has gas prices swinging widely.
Attacks on energy, a new focal point in the war with Iran. Israel strikes on a major Iranian gas field answered with Iranian strikes on a liquid gas field in Qatar, as well as other sites across the region. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, though, says attacks on Iran's gas fields are done.
President Trump asked us to hold off on future attacks, and we're holding out.
The war testing energy confidence and jacking up gas prices. A gallon of regular, now $3.88, up 90 cents since the beginning of the war.
Before the gas prices went up, I could fill my car up for like $30, $35.
Now it's costing me right at 60.
President Trump downplayed the economic impact.
I thought there was a chance it could be much worse. It's not bad, and it's going to be over with pretty soon.
But the Pentagon is asking for an additional $200 billion to add to its war chest.
It takes money to kill bad guys. So we're going back to Congress.
$200 billion so Donald Trump can go to war with Iran is preposterous, unacceptable.
As the war escalates, President Trump says he won't send ground troops to Iran, but added that if he were to send Americans, he wouldn't tell. Jared Hill, CBS News.
In California, gas prices have jumped more than $1 in just 1 month. I mean, look at the prices right now. According to AAA, though, the state average rose from $4.60 for a gallon of regular up to $5.66. LA County is averaging higher at $5.76. Orange County, $5.72. Ventura, $5.69. Orange County is the cheapest right now. Actually, the IE is the cheapest, $5.63. And also, no relief for flyers just yet.
Yeah, long wait times and staffing issues are sticking around as TSA workers stay on the job without pay. Take a look at the security line at Atlanta's airport yesterday, topping out at 90 minutes. It was a similar scene at checkpoints in Houston and Philadelphia. Wait times are getting worse as the partial government shutdown drags on. The funding battle over the Department of Homeland Security has left TSA workers without pay for over a month. And now we're seeing a spike in call-outs. More than 10% of officers nationwide missed work on Wednesday, and the situation has some agents struggling to make ends meet.
Times where I'm like, at night, it's like, what am I going to do?
We're just people that come to work every day to do our job. And all we expect you guys to do is do your job. Pay us for what we do.
On top of those absences, more than 300 TSA workers have quit since the shutdown started. Meantime, lawmakers have left Washington for the weekend without a deal on DHS reforms.
That's a hard job to do, and then you got those customers that are rude, not getting paid.
Because people standing in line get grumpy, so
Yeah.
it's just, it's a tough situation.
All right, well, let's take a look at LAX and what travelers are experiencing right here. The situation seems to be steady right now. According to the airport's website, Fly LAX, the wait time is only about 2 minutes right now for general security. Then again, it's only 5:10 in the morning.
Very
Right?
true. A major shakeup in the TV landscape this morning. Nexstar will acquire rival Tegna in a $6.2 billion merger. The Federal Communications Commission approved that deal, uniting two of the largest TV station ownership groups in the U.S. yesterday. The combined company will operate more than 250 TV stations across more than 40 states. The agency granted a waiver from its rule blocking broadcast owners from reaching more than 39% of U.S. television households, a move that was blasted by the FCC's only Democrat commissioner. At least 8 states, including California and DirecTV, have filed lawsuits to block this merger.
Well, time right now, 5:11. Still to come on CBS LA Mornings. This is a Bachelorette bombshell. A lot of people are